Macron and Scholz urged Russia to accept immediate ceasefire after Trump. Putin renounced ceasefire proposal and attacks civilian infrastructure. How Russia attacks Ukraine with 145 drones and ballistic missiles after Trump-Putin talks on ceasefire. The latest news next. Russia conducted a large-scale kamikaze drone attack on the night of the 18th to 19th of March, striking civilian infrastructure in several Ukrainian regions. In particular, a direct hit on a hospital in the city of Sumy and strike on cities in the Donetsk region have been reported by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Zelenskyy said around 40 Russian attack drones had been detected in Ukraine's night sky, some of which reached their targets.
Unfortunately, there have been hits, specifically on civilian infrastructure. A direct hit by a Shahed drone on a hospital in Sumy, strikes on cities in Donetsk Oblast, and attack drones currently in the skies over the Kyiv, Zhytomyr, Sumy, Chernihiv, Poltava, Kharkiv, Kirovohrad, Dnipropetrovsk, and Cherkasy oblasts.
Zelenskyy emphasized that such actions carried out by the Kremlin are a response to international peace initiatives and demonstrate Russia's unwillingness to end the war. Today, Putin effectively rejected the proposal for a full ceasefire, Zelenskyy stressed. He called on the international community to respond to Russian attacks with new sanctions, increased military assistance, and strengthened security guarantees for Ukraine. Now we have information that the Russians attacked Ukraine with 2 Iskander-M ballistic missiles, 4 S-300 surface-to-air missiles, 145 Shahed attack UAVs and decoy drones of various types on the night of the 18th to 19th of March. Ukrainian air defense has downed 72 attack drones, while 45 drones targeted Kiev region, reported by Ukrainians Air Force and Kyiv City Military Administration. About details, the targets were launched from the Russian cities of Bryansk, Oryol, Shatalova, Kursk, Milerovo, and Primorsk-Akhtarsk. As of 8 a.m., 72 Shahed attack UAVs and other types of drones have been confirmed downed in Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy, Chernihiv, Cherkasy, Kyiv, Zhytomyr, Vinnytsia, Kirovohrad, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporizhia, and Odessa regions. A total of 56 Russian decoy drones disappeared from radar without causing adverse effects. Kyiv City Military Administration reported that 45 Russian drones had been recorded approaching Kyiv and in the capital's airspace. Ukrainian air defense downed 19 unmanned aerial vehicles. The rest disappeared from radar or left their airspace. Sumy, Odessa, Poltava, Dnipropetrovsk, Kyiv, and Chernihiv regions were under attack. The Air Force and other Ukrainian defense forces used aircraft, anti-aircraft missile forces, electronic warfare units, and mobile fire groups to repel the assault. French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor have urged Russian dictator Vladimir Putin to agree to an unconditional ceasefire after his phone call with US President Donald Trump, Ukrainian news agency Interfax Ukraine reported on March 18th. Scholz said the pause in strikes on Ukrainians' energy infrastructure reportedly endorsed by Trump and Putin could be an important first step toward peace, but he added that a complete ceasefire must follow. Quote, "We fully agree that all efforts should aim at a just and lasting peace for Ukraine," said the Chancellor. The announced call to halt attacks on the energy infrastructure may be an important first step. The same applies to initiating technical talks on a ceasefire at sea. He added that he and Macron share the view that there should be no decision regarding Ukraine without Ukraine. Clearly, US support is and will remain indispensable, Scholz said. That is why it is vital for Washington to continue its military assistance to Ukraine. Macron underscored the importance of a clear and fully respected ceasefire in Ukraine.
Initial steps are being taken, but the goal must remain the same: to secure a solid, measurable, and verifiable ceasefire, begin detailed and comprehensive peace negotiations that can pave the way for a strong and lasting peace along with its guarantees.
This remains our objective. He echoed Scholz in saying that achieving this goal is impossible without Ukrainians' participation in the talks. During the call with Trump, Putin refused to accept an unconditional ceasefire, reiterating his maximalist demands for all foreign military aid to Ukraine, sees as a precondition on top of Kyiv halting mobilization. Although the dictator reportedly agreed to a 30-day pause on strikes on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, Russian kamikaze drones attacked Ukrainian cities hours after the US-Russian talks. Evidence of war crimes valued at $26 million may have been deleted due to the US suspension of a program to track Ukrainian children abducted by Russia, reported by European Pravda. US Democratic lawmakers will call on President Donald Trump's administration to restore a program that helps track thousands of Ukrainian children abducted by Russia. They state that the Trump administration has terminated a government-funded initiative led by the Yale Humanities Research Laboratory, which tracked the mass deportation of children from Ukraine amid cuts to a wide range of US government programs and most foreign aid. The Department of State and Yale HRL preserved evidence of the abduction of children from Ukraine that they had identified to share with Europol and the government of Ukraine to ensure the children's return. This decision by the Trump administration means that researchers have lost access to a huge amount of information, including satellite images and other data on about 30,000 children taken from Ukraine. Quote, "We have reason to believe that the data from the repository has been permanently deleted. If true, this would have devastating consequences," the Democratic lawmakers led by Ohio Representative Greg Landsman said in a letter to Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, seen by Reuters on Tuesday and due to be sent on Wednesday. The program's cancellation was first reported by the Washington Post. The news came on the same day that Trump and Russian leader, dictator Vladimir Putin had a phone conversation in which Russia did not agree to a 30-day cessation of hostilities. A person familiar with the tracking program said that $26 million worth of evidence of war crimes was removed after the Department of State terminated its contract with Yale HRL. They took $26 million of US taxpayers' money used for war crimes data and threw it into the wood chipper, including the dossiers on all the children, the person said. If you wanted to protect President Putin from prosecution, you nuke that thing, and they did it. It is the final court admissible version with all the metadata, the source said. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe.